we are on the edge of a precipice, and we now know what the other side of that precipice looks like. We have seen it. It is violent insurrection and it is genocide. That's what lack of regulation looks like. We no longer have the luxury of ignorance. I would just go back very briefly to 2016 when I started looking into the issue of fake news. And at that time, we knew a fraction of what we know now. And I was trying to investigate the role of social media in the elections of 2016, and particularly the Brexit referendum, the vote that changed the face not just of Britain, but of Europe. And as a journalist, what I discovered is that I couldn't find out what happened because this election had taken place almost overwhelmingly online, and all of the evidence had vanished. And in Britain, we have highly regulated elections. You have to register every leaflet. You have to account for every penny. And yet we had no idea who had seen what, who had placed those adverts, and who had paid for them. And the astonishing thing is that 7 years on, we still don't know. We still don't have that evidence. Facebook refused to hand it over to the British Parliament, and it's still refusing to. So I think all I will say is, over these 2 days, just bear in mind, you're going to hear from the platforms, you're going to hear many fine words, but we still have no means of accountability and no means actually of doing basic journalism. So I mention that actually because back in 2016, it felt like it was sort of this Orwellian nightmare I was being plunged into. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And at the end of 2017, I went into Parliament to give evidence. A committee had set up to start looking at these issues. And I just felt this overwhelming sense of relief that the grown-ups had turned up and were now looking at the issue. And I feel a similar emotion actually being here today. I feel a sense of relief. You are the grown-ups. And it is up to you, and I hope will be up to you, to bring about some change.